Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel with some Rocket League action one-on-one. What a success story Rocket League has been, man, for Psyonix. They just took a gamble, put the game out on PS Plus as a brand new game, and the gamble paid off in dividends. It's just one of those games that are just so easy to play. You need skill to play, and it's a great party game. And it's for free. The only thing is that you got to pay money for DLC, more or less. And the DLC is pretty cheap as well. So it's just one of those success stories that I really feel happy about, in terms of a development company putting out a brand new game and creating such an impact with the game. Do you know what I mean? You know, I can speak for a lot of people of their enjoyment of this game, even though I don't really play it more than so, but it's still a pleasure to play when I do play. But anyway, I wanted to feature this game so as to not put any influence in terms of reference of what I'm about to talk about. First of all, I want to state that I've reached a milestone of 400 subs, and I want to thank each and everybody for helping me amass that. I will put out a 400 sub video very, very soon. I did state to my PSN friends that it was gonna basically be uploaded by the end of the week, but I don't know at this point. The reason being is for what I'm about to tell you. Now, I've reached a point in my gaming, and this is gonna sound completely weird to you, but it is the truth. I've reached a point in my gaming where, for the most part, I'm a happy gamer. But sometimes I don't feel happy gaming simply because of my temperament within gaming. Now, I've sent a video out to my On Your Six Squaddies in relation to the aforementioned subject, but I did state to them that I was going to make a video public discussing the same issue, if you like, with me. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm an avid gamer and I love gaming, but I like to be a happy gamer, you know, 99.9% of the time. And I have to say, recently, I think I've become a monster in gaming by way of me being intense and me being emotional and me basically raging, you know, amongst my friends, amongst my randoms. Is there such thing as my randoms? But you know what I mean, amongst randoms who I basically play with, even though they might not hear me on the microphone. But for me personally, I've just attained a character that I don't like in myself in terms of gaming. And for me to be stating to everybody else, be a happy gamer, happy gaming, and me not be a happy gamer in terms of me raging and being temperamental and shit, you know, I wouldn't say it's hypocritical. I just think it's kind of ironic. And honestly, it's something that it wasn't made aware to me until I kind of came off Destiny and started playing Battlefield Hardline, and more recently Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, one of the main reasons why I didn't really get into COD, not because it was a first-person shooter, although that was partly the reason, but one of the main reasons is actually watching YouTube videos and seeing people rage and shit on that game, young and old. And me thinking, there's no fucking way I'm gonna end up like that. No way, over that video game, nah. But then, as soon as I got into COD Black Ops 3, you know, it kind of solidified how I was gonna basically turn out. And I'm not blaming anybody for it. As I told my teammates, I'm not blaming them. I'm not blaming any of my On Your Six Squaddies for it. I blame myself because I allowed myself to be like that. Now, for some people, you know, they would think, nah, it's no big deal. You know what I mean? We all basically do it. But the fact of the matter is that I don't. And there's been a clear difference between the time I started playing Destiny as a first-person shooter, between the time I started playing Far Cry 3 as the first-person shooter, that got me into first-person shooter as a genre. There's been a difference between then, technically and emotionally, and now, technically and emotionally. Then, technically, I wasn't really so much of a good player, but emotionally I was, pretty much buoyant, but now I'm technically a better player, but emotionally I'm a worse player because I rage. Do you know what I'm saying? And it was made really apparent to me when I posted up the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta video with my brethren Pemby and Father Bones and Hustler and Free Boozy. And I looked at myself and I didn't even recognize myself by the way I was talking, by the way I was going on. Even one of my squaddies basically said that, who's this imposter pretending to be Rhythm? And I understood exactly what he was basically saying, But it got to me in such a deep way where it's like, you know what? I'm not happy. I'm just not happy gaming in this way. I don't feel comfortable and I don't want it to be so apparent to people when I play like this, knowing that I never used to play like this. I never used to be this kind of a gamer emotionally. You know what I mean? The technical aspect, I'm happy with. If I'm technically a better player, I don't need to lose that. But at the same time, being calm and collective, I think, would add further qualities from a technical standpoint in being a better player. So I decided to more or less kind of switch off. And before I did, I made a video and sent a private video out to my squaddies, more or less echoing the same things I'm basically saying to you now. The public, the world's public, if you like. I don't feel happy as a gamer having that kind of a temperament. And for me to promote that and not be happy, yes, in some cases that would seem hypocritical, But for me, it's such on a deep level that, I rather just switch off, and it's something for me to more or less get into myself and revert back to, even if my technical abilities has to be sacrificed in order for me to be a happier gamer, I'd rather that than be a technically better player, but temperamentally be a more intense, angry, raging gamer. I just don't feel happy in that regard, and that's why I'm about to make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. But you know what I mean, so that's what I'm gonna basically, forge ahead and do for myself. So I will be putting out a 400 sub special video very, very, very soon. But I want to do that more from a level-headed standpoint, and hopefully with the understanding from yourselves as a basis, as a foundation for me to carry on. If I'm a happy gamer, I will do what I continue to do. If I'm not a happy gamer, I'm not going to force the issue. I'm not going to force putting out these videos and stuff when I'm not happy basically doing it. I'll be lying to myself, and I don't want to be doing that to nobody. So that's more or less it, guys. That's what I really wanted to say, and I do mean this from my heart. Whatever the media, format, console, genre, happy gaming, because that's what it's truly about. Even if I have to turn off my PS4 for a few days to attain that happiness, that's what it's about. First and foremost from me. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for standing by, stopping by, passing through, passing by. And until I catch you guys on the next one, please stay blessed. Magan.